Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. So today in this video we continue on the SMS, still under the mobile computing. So in mobile application, one of the famous during 2000 something is about the short message service, or known as the SMS. So this is one of the communication method in form of text. Okay, so a messaging service supported by cell phones that allows short text message to be sent between mobile devices. Before we have WhatsApp, before we have Telegram, this is the kind of method for communication between the teenagers, especially because we use the short form during that day. So SMS enable consumer to use mobile devices for non-voice communications. It only allow you to communicate using text. Okay. So SMS loss value of latency increase. The value of SMS loss when the latency increase. Okay. In this case, let's say you are the Celcom users. So a lot of people try to use the SMS communication during that day in certain period. A lot of people send using the same network, send SMS using the same network, so it will increase the latency of the data being transferred. For example, let's say during Hari Raya, a lot of people want to send SMS to their friends, to their families, and then because of increasing numbers of SMS users, so the message will not receive by the receiver at the timely manner. So let's say you send message at 8 p.m. So it's maybe 2 a.m. for the next day. Your friend will receive the SMS. So that is one of the weakness of the SMS mechanism. Okay, and then after the SMS, when we become more modern and the technology evolve, we have another part that we call as the MMS, multimedia messaging service. In SMS, we only send the text. In MMS, we allow to send the pictures, the multimedia things. Okay, so only certain telephone, certain mobile phone that able to receive the MMS. So the multimedia messaging service has the ability to send and receive message comprising and combination of text, sound, image, and video over mobile devices. So this is another level of the communication. Okay, it is more advanced compared to the SMS, because in SMS we only able to send the text. So MMS is a standard set by the third generation partnership project 3GPP. Okay, next we go for the mobile computing concept. Divided into device characteristic and user characteristic. So when we talk about the mobile computing concept, we must understand the concept into of the device itself and the users. So first we go for the mobile device characteristic. First, it must be portable, because we talk about the mobile. Second, must be connected. The mobile device that unable to connect to anything are useless. Okay, it must be connected to each other, and then it has limited storage because the size is smaller compared to the super computer, and it also have limited hours in terms of the battery consumption, power consumption, limited resources. It has the limited storage. Of course, it only can store limited information. How about the mobile user characteristic? Okay, first is mobile, interruptible, easily distracted, availability, sociability, means, and identifiable. So these are the characteristic of the mobile device and the mobile user. So we go one by one. What is the portable? Okay, look at this telephone. This is wireless telephone. So mobile devices are designed to be movable and portable. So that means you can carry your device in every way. So easy for you to carry your device, your mobile device. Okay, another part, it is meant to be carried by its user. Okay, because it's portable, because it's mobile, and this also means that the data stored inside the mobile device should be portable too. Okay, next, mobile devices are also expected to be used at a moment. For example, user don't plan ahead before using the mobile device. It can be simply and fastly being used. And ad hoc use, due to its portability, must be reflected in the device usability and the user interface. Information presented should be concise and the user interface must be clear and less verbose. Means that you must have the clear and simple and understandable of user interface, so the mobile user able to use the mobile device in the faster way. Okay, second part is about the connected. Your mobile device must be able to connect to the others, otherwise you can communicate. So mobile device are means to be connected and are expected to be connected to any form of network. Okay, even the most primitive form of mobile device is connected to the GSM network, cellular network. Okay, a mobile device without connection is useless. Because when we talk about the mobile device, we expect that that device allow you to connect to the others. Okay, next, user expect to use the mobile device to connect with the others. As we expect, so you must prepare the mobile device that able or allow you to connect to the others. And this very concept is also extended to the modern smartphone, where most users expect mobile application to be connected. And this also one of the element of net-centric, where you must make sure that when you design something, it's allow the centralization connectivity. Okay, example, we have a calendar application by Google, so it connected to any meeting schedule. So that's being connected from your phone to your web. Cloud like Dropbox, you can Google Drive, you can retrieve the data from different devices as long as you have the password and the username. So the second characteristic, it must be connected, allow you to get connected. Okay, the third one is limited storage, as the size is smaller compared to the supercomputer, so the storage is limited. For currently is limited, but if the next in the future we able to create explore on the nano storage, nano technology, we go for nano technology. So it maybe we can have a huge storage in a small device. Because nowadays the current research, they try to create a nano network. So instead of we have a network with the wires, now we try to create the router as small as in a chip. So we do not know what will happen in the next future, but the research are there. We are on that path. In that direction about the uh, nanotechnology. Okay. So biologically, when we have mobile device, we have smaller device, so we have limited storage. So due to its nature, mobile device will always have relatively limited storage. Okay, this trend will continue in the foreseeable future. This phone, comparing this phone and this phone has more storage compared to this one. Okay, in future we do not know. So earlier phone have limited space to store contact name and phone numbers. So this using this device, but when the technology evolve, it's become bigger and bigger. So later, Candy Bar era phone allow user to store notes and reminder in built-in memory, usually not more than 1000 or 1 gig. Okay. Limited storage. Even by current standard, mobile phones still in the need of extra storage. This part we discuss in the current situation. The next situation we do not know. Okay. Storage space is still one the deciding factor in buying a phone. Okay, when you want to buy a phone, you need it's not about the camera. Okay, it's not about the camera megapixel. It's about the storage. If you have the high quality camera, but your storage of your phones is quite small, then you're unable to store the picture that you have captured. It is not about the camera. It's about the storage. It's about the processor of your phone. So whether it support external memory card or if their phone come with complementary cloud storage facilities. So these are the trend. The trend are here right now. Okay, storage space. When we talk about storage space and mobile computing concept, application design for the mobile device should always minimize the use of the storage or at least offload the storage to a remote location by using the cloud storage facility. That's about the storage. And then it is about the limited power. It has a small device, it has more storage, it has more power consumption. Okay, limited of power. But currently we talk about limited of power. Maybe on the next part, next feature, it will be changed because the research has been direct on that part. One can argue that there is no unlimited power. However, in mobile device, power is significantly limited by its battery capacity. But maybe one day we can come out with the mobile device that using the solar as the power supply. Maybe we do not know, but it can be a factor that affect battery drain. Maybe the application inside your mobile device in the weak cell tower signal. So extensive processing cycle and this extensive use of the sensors in your mobile device, connectivity, background process activities on your mobile. So a good application should keep battery drains to a minimum level. So when we want to design a mobile application, so we need to ensure that the battery drain leads to the minimum level in order to take care of the power for our mobile device. Okay, then limited resource. A resource in mobile device refer to its memory, processing capability, and connectivity. So it has limited, but if you're able to connect to the cloud, your resources might be wider, bigger. So memory RAM is limited in mobile device. Application should reuse object and discard object that are out of scope to conserve the memory. So devices will often stall when it's run out of the memory during use. I think you might have this experience when your RAM is limited in your phone. So processing power in mobile device is usually constrained to the conserve battery and to reduce heat. Applications that use extensive and prolonged computation usually offload them to a remote server. Okay, these are the kind of characteristics for mobile devices. Okay, limited connectivity. This is due to unreliable network coverage, limited network cell capacity, overcrowding, signal bounce barrier interference during the transmission process, and mobile device also suffer from frequent disconnection. Here, at this area, you have signal, it can be connected. At certain area, you are unable to be connected. So that's how the limitation. Okay. Next, we go for mobile user characteristic. Okay. Easily distracted, available, sociable, identifiable. Mobile itself. So mobile users are mobile. The users are mobile. They may move while using the application or between certain part. From one application, it moves to another application. From one place, it moves to another place. That is the characteristic of users, which is you as the users. Physical location. Okay, this part is application. This part is physical location. Okay, users may be in rush hour traffic, in a meeting, in a class, on a bus, train, at library. So have different location. Rush time. Some resources may not expected to be available while mobile. Okay, for example, internet connectivity, the nodes, the familiar with the location, the storage, and information stored on the remote computer may not be available while users are mobile. So sometimes view from the desktop is not friendly for the mobile. So that's also the characteristic that we need to consider when we want to design the mobile. Next, interruptible, easily distracted. Okay, users are easily distracted. The user attention may distracted by his environment, the social, the emotion. Okay, example, a user in a bus station writing SMS may be distracted by bus departure announcement. Okay, this one is the characteristic of the mobile user, the user itself, the people who use the mobile. Okay, tasks performed on mobile device should always be expected to be interruptible. The writing SMS or watching video on mobile can also be interrupted by the phone call, so it must have the pause button or it must have save uh, safely things. For example, your user types something and it being interrupted by others else, the text should be there. Okay, so it is one of the characteristics that you need to learn when you want to design something. Next part is about the availability. Converse side to interruptibility is that mobile users are always available to remote friends and contact. The purpose of mobile device is to make it user available, and then mobile device are likely to be close to the user wherever the user goes. And in fact, many people feel uncomfortable when separated from the devices. Have you feel that part? Maybe you should learn on how to be disconnected with your phone. Okay, the next part is about the sociable. It's about the network. Okay, a voice call is socially and technologically assumed between two or more people. And then sociability is a key metaphor in mobile application design. Sociability in a mobile phone is meant to reach others around you. So it allow you to connect it. So it's just like when the Nokia introduced their phone, they used the connected as their tagline. To attract the users. And user may not be interested to use application without the element of sociability. And then identifiable, because the device are personal, so they are usually unique to a single user. Exception to this rule is rare. So people love about the customization. You like to customize your wallpaper. You love to customize your own cover. Is characteristic of person of people. And this identification includes unique phone numbers, user account, SIM card, email address, contact list. Mobile devices are usually tied to a single user, and people sharing mobile device is extremely rare. Rare. I think there's no people that share one phone together. Have you? Of course not. So therefore, application design for mobile device should not ask for users for login credential each time when accessing the application. Okay, in terms of the platform proliferation, means that the platform proliferation and device fragmentation is prevalent in mobile device. We have different segmentation of phone. Okay, unlike desktop computer market, which commonly use Intel x66, this one is the processor. So mobile device come in many different machine architecture. So different architecture have different suitable have different things that you need to cater. It's not as similar like the desktop. So this lead to different operating system and different machine code binaries produced for each machine architecture. Additionally, different manufacturers champion their own operating system and set of system library for their own devices. And some manufacturers supported several different OS for their devices. Okay, these are the example of the OS. Samsung uses Tizen. We have mobile, Windows Mobile. We have Android. We have iOS. So a lot of differences between the mobile devices. Okay. So platform proliferation is unavoidable due to the nature of mobile device itself, the nature of the market, the nature of the device architecture. However, the platform proliferation poses problem to application developer and service provider. So this is because the developer has to support different devices different operating system and device features for the same application. That's why the new thing is about the Flutter come out to cater about the Android and about the Apple phone application. So a lot of mobile here. Example of mobile devices OS platform. We have Android mainly using Java, Apple use Objective-C, Windows C#. And then this one is using the C. So you have different phone with different language. That's why mobile is more complicated compared to the desktop version. So device fragmentation also affect the application on certain platform. The situation where device for platform has vastly different specification, feature, or capability. Device fragmentation also refer to the device that have different OS and different API. This part, fragmentation of the device also can be occurred at the same platform. Okay, because we have different OS, you need to update. You use KitKat, you use Lollipop, so on. So we have different things. That's why when you want to develop a mobile application later on, you need to make sure that you use the up-to-date environment. Okay, Android and Windows Mobile, on the other hand, is used in devices produced by different manufacturers. So example of device segmentation here. Okay, example 1, Samsung Galaxy 5 and Samsung Galaxy Note 2, both are Android smartphone produced by the same company, which is Samsung. Galaxy Note 2 has 5.3 screen size, has front and back camera, support NFC. Samsung Galaxy 5 has 2.8 screen size and has a back camera. An application developer who release a self-portrait camera application must not assume all phones have front and back camera, because doing so may crash the application on device like Samsung Galaxy 5. Because of this fragmentation on the device, it affects the developer of mobile application. Okay, the next point, example 2, Ahmad and Siti both using the Samsung Galaxy 2 phone. Okay, initially, the device sold with the Android 2.3.7 operating system. However, Ahmad decided to upgrade the OS to 4.0.4. Okay, this one is differentiate based on the OS. Okay, one day Ahmad decided to use a download application which use Wi-Fi P2P features available in Android 4.04. Siti saw what Ahmad did and tried to load the same application. The application does not work on Siti's phone, and leading her to speculate that her device might be broken. But actually, it's because of the operating system. Ahmad update or upgrade his operating system, but Siti did not upgrade her operating system. Okay, so that is a little bit about the mobile computing concept. You should get the concept of mobile computing. Okay, communication technology has evolved over a period of time, influencing how people communicate with each other. Computing and communication technology has combined together to produce mobile and portable devices, which has become integral part of our life. So this lead to a unique situation where mobile computer users will exhibit distinct characteristics than other type of computing user. So that's all. Hopefully everyone can able to get a brief concept of mobile computing, and it might be different with the current situation and the future things. Maybe after you graduated, it will different, totally different with what you have learned during the 3 years term in university. But you need to accept it that involving in this kind of technology, the technology will change faster. But thank you very much, and assalamualaikum.